morning or afternoon or whenever you are watching this. So hello and welcome to my stream. I hope you all had a great weekend. I certainly had. I went to a summer party that's happening each year at a friend's garden. So that was fun with the kids and my husband as well, and lots of our friends. So we spent some time outside, which is good for me because usually I spend a lot of time inside hiding. And oh yeah, and James probably is also quite happy. Hello, James, because he finished his course. And it was already last Wednesday, I would say. Yes, I think it was Wednesday that you finished it already. So good for you, James. And I hope you had a great start into July. Camp Nano is in July. And I totally forgot to create a new thumbnail. Usually I create a new thumbnail each month. But yeah, maybe I will do this afternoon. I don't know if I will find the time. But yeah, hello, Mark. Also, happy July to you. Happy Camp Nano to you. You had a great idea for Camp Nano as well. Did you already start doing some of those? It was Dungeons and Dragons, wasn't it? You know, writing down the adventures, I think, that you already had with your friends. I think if I remember correctly, I hope. Carmen is here. Hello. Good to see you. Emmy, hi. What are you doing here? I'm just surprised. Good morning. So do you have this Monday off? I know you said you will have to figure out your schedule and everything. So I'm very happy to see you here on a Monday morning. James, 2K words for the first 2 days of camp. Awesome. That sounds like an amazing start. Yes. I hope you're having fun. Emmy, they said that I will be off Mondays. So this likely in the morning, then I'm able to join the streams, which is quite good, isn't it? So do you then have a longer weekend? Like, do you have Saturdays, Sundays, and Monday off? I think, I don't know, but I would think that 3 days in a row is better than like having another day in the middle of the week off. I don't know how you feel about that. Goal is 10K for the month. So you're quite on your way to doing this in the first week. No, but yeah, I think that's a great goal to set. 10K is enough to, and you had already an incredible start, so you can really relax into writing daily and don't put too much pressure on yourself. I think that's very good, very healthy. Oh yeah, the card says boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So sometimes we have to create boundaries with ourselves, maybe. I don't know. I was immediately thinking of work things because I started to work for my husband, and sometimes I feel like it takes a lot of energy over my day, and I have to be better at just focused work, like the tasks that I have. It's not much, you know, I don't have to work for hours, but I should, like I said, put better boundaries for myself with that. I only work, for instance, or look into my emails from, let's say, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. I don't know, so that I really then, because I have the problem that I always, with my head, tend to stay with work, you know, or things that I did. And that's what I, of course, struggle with. That's what takes so much energy from me. It's not the work itself. It's quite an easy task that I'm doing, but there are several different things. But I tend to constantly look into my emails if another thing came up. And so I think that's what I want to work on, to have better boundaries for myself, that I really strictly only look at my emails once or twice a day. I think twice would be good, so that I have a better handle of my energy and can also focus on other tasks that I want to do, like writing and chores and stuff as well. So yeah, maybe you also have something which comes up when you think of boundaries. James is immediately laughing. Emmy, I like midweek later starts too, because lets me feel some break, yes, between work days. So don't mind either. So okay, you would also be happy with a day off in the mid of the week. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so, that people have different preferences with that, James. So it isn't just YouTube that's inside my head now. Oh, so this is a topic you can relate to, it seems like. Mark, yes, my board writing down the adventures of this group. Yes, I'm lagging. Yeah, I understand. Your board is writing down the adventures of his group. Yeah. First, I was like, yeah, but I understand. I'm lagging behind on the word count, but I'm glad I did at least start on it yesterday. Yes, just don't think too much about the word count. Maybe try to just do something a little bit each day. Maybe this works better for you if word count is too much pressure. Oh, see, Emmy, yeah, I struggle to set boundaries at work. I can imagine that this is very, very difficult. I mean, when I talk just about, I shouldn't look into my emails every 5 minutes, that's probably a lot easier to handle than at work. And I can always talk with my husband, who's kind of my boss, if I have a problem, and he's very open to communication. But I can imagine that for you, it's a lot a lot more difficult to set boundaries at work, especially in the midst of it. Yeah. James, I'm having a meeting with my boss after the shift. Ooh, I'm losing too many weekends because of our staffing. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. So that's, oh, yeah, that's so, yeah, that's also a big boundary you want to have. A good boundary, because you have to look after yourself and cannot, let be kind of exploited by what's happening at work. It's very important, yeah, that they also, your boss, I'm pretty sure, is aware that you're a very good employee. So I hope they find ways to allow you your weekends, that you have your weekends off. Daisy, good morning. Joining from my phone because YouTube on my laptop won't open the chat. Oops. So if we have any fun typos, we know why. So, okay, my friends, let's jump into our first sprint. Let's warm up with some beautiful flowers. Have some fun writing and opening our documents. That's what I will be doing. See you soon. Okay, that was our warm-up sprint. How did everybody do? I continued working on a scene I've been working on over the weekend. It's quite long, so I still got some things to do. Daisy shared some struggles she had with her sister-in-law. Speaking about boundaries, yeah. It's probably a bit more difficult with family and yeah, but just the last comment you wrote here, my parents ended contact with their own brothers, so I'm no stranger to unhealthy family dynamics. You don't have to be forced to spend together or spend time together because of blood or something. Yeah, I have the same opinion that when it's just making you feel bad, whatever is going on with families, there's very often some kinds of struggles, but when you constantly just feel bad or even abused after meeting them, of course the best solution is space and maybe even cutting contact. We have to learn to look after ourselves first and not let others bully us. That's not okay. And I also think that's the best way, or one way for the others to learn that they cannot treat people like that, or sometimes they won't learn and probably will never understand, but that's the reason why you have to then cut contact, because maybe first you will try to usually we try a lot of things before we really go and cut contact. We usually, when with family, we're inclined to okay, it's not as bad, and because family but sometimes that's the last resort, and it's a good one. We shouldn't feel too bad about it if it, like I said, if you constantly feel bad. I don't know. Yes, you also end friendships when the people treat you bad. That's not a good friendship then. Yes, I don't make a difference with family in that case. Yes, and I was also thinking immediately of one time I cut contact with a friend because it was also kind of a similar situation where they flipped. And I was like, okay, I don't want to have to deal with this. And they showed some part of them that I was like not okay with. So sometimes it's better to then say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just keep, especially, I think, like I said, for me, it's a bit easier with people, with friends. For instance, now I don't really have problems with family or anything, but with the kids and everything, you always have other people. I always have other people involved. It would be a lot more difficult to say, okay, I don't want to have to do anything with you anymore, because this would also mean, how do I handle it with the kids if they still want to have contact, for instance? So like I said, we don't have any problems here, but this would be a bit more difficult for me than just other friends where I can just say, I don't have time anymore for you. I mean, but then my partner's family is so close and cute. Oh, and it's so lovely. Oh, that's, but how it is, I don't think our families would ever meet. Oh, that's sad and cute at the same time. Yeah. When we see then healthy family relations, of course, this probably, will, be pulling some strings with you when you feel like, oh, my family, it's different. And Daisy. And another thing, sorry. Sometimes I also think people can create their own new family, not necessarily with having kids or anything, but family with friends that are really good for you. And, those people in your life that that lift you up, that you just feel good with and can be yourself with, that's also family. And it doesn't have to be a blood relation, So that's why I think, and it will be easier for you to create this new family when you cut contacts with those people that put you down and do negative stuff to you, because then you can really focus on building good and new relations. So yeah, it's easy to say for me. But Daisy, I would love to stay in contact with my brother-in-law and his daughter, but if they wish not to because I have a problem with his wife, I have to accept it. That's what I meant with, there are usually more people involved, which makes it also complicated. That's why it's not so easy to just say, okay, I cut ties and we don't have to see each other ever again. But when there are other people, it immediately makes it complicated and more painful. And there are people involved you really love, and they then maybe they cannot even see what's going on or don't understand. Sometimes you also will have to cut ties with them too. I hope, Daisy, you have someone dear next to you in the midst of bullies. Yes, that's very important to have good people. Thank you, Emmy. All is well. My boyfriend is on my side, of course, and his mother as well. Oh, that's good. That's very good. That, I think the worst thing is when you feel like the one in the corner, everyone is against you, and sometimes you don't even understand why they don't see what's going on. So it's always good to have people that really support you. Okay, let's jump into another sprint. A 25-minute sprint. Let's use this timer. I just need to make it full screen. Here we go. 25 more minutes to have some fun. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 2. How did everybody do? I continued with my scene. I had to change some sentences because they kind of seemed like from the wrong point of view, you know. It felt like from another character's point of view, but the whole thing is only written from my main character's point of view. So to make this more clear, I changed some of those sentences a little bit. And yeah, it's fine-tuning now, like show don't tell. I want to add some more, and also a little bit more description of the people that are interacting in the scene, which is usually lacking. I always struggle with details like that. I also added some more info on to show that this one character is very interested in law and has a lot of books lying around, like thrillers, you know, court thrillers and stuff like that. So yeah, it's fun to add those details when I come up with some good ones. And Rosie K joined us during the stream, and we haven't seen Rosie K quite in a while, so I'm very happy to see you. And you brought cake. We're always happy with those people that bring cake to the stream. We need those sweets. Yeah, and Rosie K said, I hope everyone is doing well, and make sure you're drinking water and stretching. It's always good advice. Oh, yeah, I definitely like the stretching part and probably drink too much coffee before I even start. Actually, in the morning I drink some water, but then during the stream, the first thing I do is drinking coffee. And only then I really start drinking water or tea, the most healthy beverages probably. So yeah. Let me see. Daisy said, nice to see you, Rosie K. And oh yeah, and Rosie K shared that thank you for always reading the Instagram posts. Things have been a bit difficult, but I'm trying to keep busy. I've been struggling to concentrate on writing anything, unfortunately. Yeah, we all know those kinds of struggles. That's why I thought a writing stream is a good place to come. And so does it actually mean that you have ideas, that you already know what you want to write about, but you struggle with sitting down, focusing? But this is something I also sometimes really struggle with, especially when the day moves on. I realize that my focus really is gone. It's really during the stream that's so helpful with the timer and doing this kind of as the first thing in the morning, because somehow when I haven't looked on YouTube or when I haven't done anything else like emails, it's a lot easier for me to focus. And I kind of course, have to force myself to start. That's why I do also those streams. So I can immediately jump into, without even thinking, my project and then work on it for those 2 hours. And this is so valuable for me because when I continue writing later on, I have a nonfiction project, for instance, I really, my brain isn't as good anymore then. Sometimes I can come back into it, but really the first hours in the morning are the best for me, focus-wise. The rest of the day is... That's why I do the job thing later in the evening. I don't have to be as focused as when I'm working on my writing. So Mark also says hi to Rosie K. It's so good that Rosie K always brings food for everyone. Emmy is writing too. Goal for today is to finish part 5 of Zero Draft. Awesome. Hopefully another 3K words or so. Oh yeah, that sounds good. I couldn't focus on writing either, so I started on sorting digital notes and got into a sorting frenzy faster and faster for the last 2 sprints. So it sounds like you're getting a lot of the sorting done. But take a breather now. I know what you mean when sometimes you're so in it and then like it's like a race. You cannot stop and it's getting faster and faster and you're not sure if you're even doing it correctly still. I don't know if that's the same for you, but that's what I imagine now. Always try to connect what you guys tell me to my personal experiences. I hope that is not annoying, but I think I saw a post on Instagram once where someone mentioned this, that they have the habit of when someone shares something, then they are like, oh yeah, for me it's, and I'm also doing the same. And I'm not sure if I do this in real life so much as like here, but I mean, for me, it's easier to react to your comments in the chat with something I can, like I try to relate to what you guys are telling me with my own experiences. So that I just realized when I saw that comment or that post about it, that they also talked about this, that they usually just do this to show the people that they are relating to their experience, but they sometimes feel that the other side is kind of annoyed by that, like, and they're saying, yeah, I also have the same problems, or yes, me too, and always, and it isn't meant in a way of, oh yeah, they think that the other people might think that they want to always have the focus on them or something. But like, and that, like I said, I realized I also am like, oh yeah, for me it's as well. It's always interesting listening to your experience. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Rosie Kate. Never annoying. That's how we relate to people and understand them, empathize. Yes, I think so too. I just, it's so interesting how we sometimes, first we're not aware of what we're doing or how we're doing things, like, and with the stream, I kind of am constantly watching myself, or not watching myself. I mean, I don't watch any replays or anything, but you get to know yourself as well over some time when you're doing things regularly. And yeah, I kind of realized that I'm always doing this. It's interesting, but I have to maybe watch myself a bit more when I'm meeting people in real life, if I'm also doing it then, or if I'm more, no, I think then when you're in a talk with someone, like eye to eye and face to face, I'm more like asking questions about their experience, what they're talking about, to dig a bit deeper. I think that's how I usually do it in real life. But yeah. Let's set up another sprint for us. There we go. 40 minutes. That's a long one. So keep in mind Rosie K's tip: water and stretches, especially for the long sprint. Emmy, Anja, I do the same. Yeah, I think that's something we subconsciously do to, like I said, to make others feel seen, and or show others that we can relate to their experiences. And I think maybe us writers are really good at that, because that's how readers also connect with our stories. Doesn't matter if it's fantasy, sci-fi, or just the contemporary, but there's something in a story that we always can connect to our own experiences. So that's what we want, that our readers can relate to what they're reading. So if we're good at that, it's probably a good sign for us as writers. Okay, I hope you understood what I meant. So let's sprint 40 minutes. Have fun. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 3. How did everybody do? I think I have finished another scene, and I will use the next sprint to set up the next scene or get some notes down, read through it, and see what I need to change, what I need to work on. And I think also I have to change the transition from this scene to the next. Yeah, definitely I will have to do that next. So yeah, so I will prepare my work on the next scene. But I'm very happy. I have finished scene 37, and I think I will end up with, depending on if I split some more scenes, I have split some scenes into 2 or 3 before, so that's why I'm not totally sure about how many scenes I will end with, but I think should be around 60 scenes. So whew. I'm working on scene 38 next, and just seeing this kind of progress makes me happy. Oh yeah, Emmy wrote during the sprint, wow, I wish I could explain everything with it's a writer thing. Just let it be. Oh yeah. I said there are things non-writers won't ever understand, and Rosie K said like our search history. It's so true. Also with ChatGPT, I don't even know why really. I got sometimes some of my I sometimes put a scene or a part of a scene into ChatGPT if I want some specific things to change, or if I want to work on it and need some help with or some ideas, for instance, with the show don't tell, or if I know what needs to be changed but I don't know how to do it, I ask ChatGPT about it, because I usually get some good ideas that I can use as a basis to work on that. And sometimes even just a normal scene where nothing really bad is happening is kind of suddenly flagged like this could be against our rules, this kind of content. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but the search history also, especially with, for instance, my pirate novel, where there's definitely some violence involved and some stuff. Yeah, definitely. Daisy, 150 words. Awesome. Oh yes, some of my convos with ChatGPT are super upsetting to outside eyes. See, did you also get in trouble with? I mean, not really in trouble. It's just kind of told me this is against our rules, our content rules, and I think I try to figure out. I think in one scene I mentioned that someone thought about throwing themselves into the fire. I don't know if this was flagged, or like I said, I don't write anything spicy, or I don't know. Yeah, Anja, stop talking dirty to ChatGPT. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, the sprint went by fast for Emmy. That's always a good sign. Ooh. My scenes are so upsetting as I'm in part of enemy's closing and also all is lost. Oh yeah, that's the part where it gets interesting and is upsetting. For the reader, it will be upsetting as well, probably. ChatGPT always says, I can. I can't do that. Okay, I'm working on an old short story. I'm actually getting quite a bit done. See? Awesome. Actually having fun with it. Oh, that makes me happy. Since I haven't written in a while, I was worried my writing would deteriorate, but it hasn't. No. It's like in Germany, we say like driving bicycle. You never unlearn it, you know? Oh, see? Usually my requests are too erotic or too dark, I guess. See? Yeah, but like I said, I'm not I'm working on a beach house novel, contemporary, with no violence. It's more, I think, maybe because there's a lot about my character's inner struggles, like contemplating how she feels a failure, and then there is she's thinking about people that died and stuff. Like maybe it's about, I don't know, that it's too heavy on the grieving side. I don't know. Yeah. Mark, I'm still within the magic of getting other things done by avoiding something I was out to be doing, and I'm happy about it. So yeah, you still get things done. Awesome. The magic. I love how you phrase this. I'm still within the magic of getting other things done by avoiding something I was out to be doing. Yeah, but that's so true sometimes when we procrastinate the hell out of it, out of something, we can get so much done. I think sometimes even when I have to do household chores, like using this kind of energy, I need to procrastinate on my writing, then I get a lot of, then the apartment will be clean again. Rosike, oh, will you guys be doing the capture the words writing event thingy? Oh, I don't even capture the, oh, is this the, I saw on Instagram, who was it? I think that's what you're talking about, where we have two groups of people, and at the end the word count will be counted, the words will be counted, and the group with the most words will win. I think that's what you're talking about, isn't it? Aren't you? Sorry. I will have to look this up again. I saw it was intriguing. It's probably fun, although I wouldn't know what I could do. I would have to write something, not revise and edit. We'll have a look. Try to find it. James, ChatGPT wouldn't know what to do with Shakespeare. To be or not to be. Yeah, maybe ChatGPT would implode because it wouldn't be able to answer the question. ChatGPT flags it as being against the rules. Can't contemplate unaliving yourself. Yeah, probably. I think that's why my texts were, because it went into this direction. Rosie K and Sophie and the Hex. Oh yeah, the Hex Library was posting it. You've got it. Okay, yeah, I remember. I will look for it again. Maybe I can share it in the next print, because it's probably a fun thing to do with friends. Carmen, I can't get many ideas from AI. Yeah, it's more, like I said, I struggle with details. How can I describe a character, for instance, without it sounding, without being boring or repetitive? You know, that's what I usually struggle with. And in the past, when I didn't have ChatGPT or other AI devices, I would go to the thesaurus and try to find different words for the same thing. With my first novel, I really struggled with this, and now it's so much easier to ask ChatGPT, and like I said, you get ideas, but of course you have to think about, does this make sense for your story and for your scene? So, but like I said, also it's a good first step, a good basis to build upon. I usually find it very helpful. Rosika, I'm going to join. Absolutely second. I'm going to have fun. Yes, it sounds like a lot of fun. I definitely also was like, ooh, that sounds good. I use it sometimes in Pro Writing Aid to suggest, rephrases. Exactly. Can be. It's just a quicker way, I think, and more fun. I feel like you're having a co-writer there. So a word count competition. That's cheating. Das Lorem ipsum count. Lorem ipsum. I know what you mean. Typing. I give up. Yeah, probably. That would be cheating. But I was thinking of, if you talked out your text, something like that, you could probably do something like that. No one will find out. Rosie K, it's okay. Just have tacos. So let's do a final sprint, I will have a quick look at Instagram and share the link to the post for this writing event. Let's have a final cupcake sprint. Rosie K made me hungry. I want some cake now. And yes, hooray. Sprint number 4. Enjoy. Okie dokie. That's the end of my stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Keep your boundaries in place. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow to work on my next scene. And I'm already looking forward to hopefully seeing you guys if you have time. And yeah, have a nice night and day. Thank you for spending time with me. See you soon. Ciao, ciao, ciao.